Here's an interesting chess puzzle and it's white to play and win. As you can see, one of the black pawns are about to win and you have to find a way to stop these pawns. You can pause the video to find the best move for white here. So first of all, if you try to play rook to a2, then you can just promote to a queen. And after you take this pawn, you have two rooks and you have a queen, and this is a draw because of this open king. And similarly, if you try to play rook a d3 attacking this pawn, then you can queen, and after you take, again this is a draw. So here the only winning move is rook a b3 check. Here if he plays king to a4, then you can just give him a check, and after rook to b4, you give this check. He goes here and now you can move back. Here it seems like black can just queen, but the idea behind this check was to move this king far away and you can start checking with rook to h4 check, king b5, then rook g5 check, king c6, rook h6 check, king d7, and after rook g7 check, king e8, and then rook to h8 is checkmate. And even though here if he goes here, you can give a check, and after he blocks with the queen, you can take, and after he takes, you can bring the rook down and now you're winning. But what if here, instead of king to a4, he plays king to c4, then you can check with the other rook, king to d4, then rook d3 check, and after king c4, don't capture the pawn, otherwise he can take the rook, and after rook to b1, he can bring his king, and now it's a draw instead of a win. It's the same when you capture this pawn as well. So here you gotta play rook bc3 check, and after king to b4, there's rook to c7. Here he can't do much, so he promotes to a queen, but here you have to be careful. If you play rook to b7 check with the idea of taking the queen, then he can just take, and now it's the same thing. He will bring the king here and it's a draw. So here you gotta play rook to d8. Now he can't do much. He can try playing something like queen f5, but then you can play rook to b8 check, king a4, rook a7 check, and after he blocks, you can take his queen, and then you can stop this pawn, and now you're easily winning this. Well, this is not the end. Here are some more amazing chess puzzles like these, and if you don't want to miss the upcoming videos, then don't forget to subscribe.